Day 62. So I'm halfway through my 124 days. And yesterday, a quote came into my awareness that is by James Allen, and I find it really interesting. It reads, "You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you." A really good quote for, a halfway point. And I want to link it to a movie that I want you to all look up for. It's called The Quantum Activist. It's about quantum mechanics and everything, but it really focuses around thoughts and being first before you're doing something. And this quote, obviously is linked to thoughts and where you think is where you end up going towards. And if you look at your thoughts from your past, it really kind of puts and gets you an understanding of where you are today. And I can look back and see the thoughts from a long time ago and understand where I was and why I was where I was. And, especially like literally where I am right now. I'm in a parking structure in the same parking space that I've parked for a very long time at work. And I remember days pulling up here and parking in the same spot and having a whole different mental perspective. I remember mornings where I'd be really, really frustrated, mornings where I'd be really happy. It matters how it was and what was happening at that point. But I can really watch those thoughts as they have changed and where they've brought me to this point. And, I do want to be in a situation, obviously, where I have other thoughts that in this exact area of space, kind of want to get to a point where I'm never in this area of space unless I'm having to be visiting here. And I know I'm getting very close to that, and that makes me happy in one way because I know that it brings me forward. I enjoy what I do, but as I stated, it doesn't help people and the world and me on a grand enough scale, and I need to move past it. So, this space, you could say, is restricting me, and it's time to break out of the box. And the 124 days is part of that. And I did it on a long way. A lot of people want 30-day challenges and all those things. I did this for kind of, just because that was the distance between my birthday and the day I decided to change my life. But it brought some perspective with this quote about what's good with that 124 days because it is so long. It really gives you context that you can look back at how my thoughts were even, 62 days ago and how they are today. And I've made a lot of progress. And I see the things that have started to pop into my awareness that are showing me that next step. Initially, some of the things were in my awareness back then was really stepping up to the plate, being the leader that I've always been but never stepped into. And, really starting to get some content out there and just start that fear limit we talked about. And we've pretty much broken through that. It's morphed into a different context. It's become a little bit more clear as to what one aspect of it, and that's what the new things are that's popping in the awareness on how to challenge and go through. And I will, obviously continue to make progress towards that. But the larger issue of actually doing what I needed to, I've broken, and I just need to keep it up. Just like with these, videos, just keep delivering on that and look back and, link it to your thoughts and make sure you have the right thoughts throughout the day, which I am especially pretty good at. But there's a more of a, like this grounding that I need to continue to do work on. And we'll see what the next 62 days brings. Take care.